Alright, hello. I'm Mads. This is Doki Doki Literature Club, and I am joined with...
Kate.
And Bugs.
Time for some intimate reading.
Mm.
It skipped it.
Okay, everyone.
Monica Lewinsky! After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
After some time passes, they read their sexual book reading. We just didn't get a smile.
We did not get to partake.
Why don't we just share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori.
Eye contact with Monica.
Monica.
Let's listen to Monica's first, then.
Monica's
Where's my mouse?
first?
Or should we say Monica last?
We can do Monica first.
You're first. Monica.
Hi, Chad. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. My facial expressions are what you think they'd be, are they? But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Your style's gotten more refined, Chad. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive.
Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself.
You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her.
That's...
Sorry. It's awfully suspicious, you know.
Sus.
Spending time with her in the club room every day.
Okay, wait a minute. Isn't this a club where they all hang out all the time? Every day?
Right.
Oh, wait a minute.
Reading that edgy novel with her.
Ooh, it's edgy. Well.
Reading that smut.
I just feel bad that she's had a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all of her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know.
Alright. Got my eye on you. I get you.
Shreddy.
Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, but... Oh, there was no but. Sorry. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage.
You say that like I'm gonna hurt her.
Sorry, I didn't really mean that. I just said it.
I just said it. I didn't mean it.
Oh my
God. So she's a threat to herself.
Okay.
Anyway,
No big deal, no worries.
I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Anyway, I just talked the girl you liked. Here's my poem. Alright.
The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, a lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, that was ever sought. And here I am, Feather.
Oh god, this one's long.
Lost adrift in the sky, victim of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the
Twilt. I thought it said Twilight, but it's Twilt.
Yeah, I wanted to say it.
I don't like that word at all.
The twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill.
What the fuck? There you
A
go.
hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with the breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gun.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a mouthful.
That was
You know,
good job, mommy.
good job, mommy.
Mommy Monica.
I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we?
We're all sad bitches up in here.
Y'all sad.
Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Ah, yes, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to show your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. Much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today.
How's that advice?
Yeah, it's never been advice. Thanks for listening. It's really just Monica's weird fact.
My weird quip of the day.
Your opinion. Monica's opinion of the day.
Is Natsuki the annoying one?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll get rid of Natsuki next. Meh. I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's just going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden.
What a fucking bitch!
Don't tell me.
You know, right? Bitch!
You're just trying to impress Yuri, aren't you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. Somehow I struck a nerve. Though, what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you.
You're not me! How dare you!
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you write it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in the world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki is really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh good, we didn't have to read her crappy poems.
We don't even have to read her poems now.
No, 'cause
Thank
we
God.
have absolutely no interest in her.
The first one was like, dogs bark, cats meow, red is red.
That's not it. I remember that part so much. Alright, Sayori or Yuri? It's up to you. Oh,
I just clicked.
I'm ready. Chad. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotion. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally.
Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing.
Could you imagine someone saying out loud, this feeling?
Feeling. I got a feeling.
I got a
Yeah.
feeling.
I never thought it'd feel like this.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something that you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well,
Yuri smiles sadly. How do you smile sadly?
just
yeah, I smile sadly all the time. You know, like when you're like in the middle of crying, but you don't want anyone to know that you're crying, so you put on a smile.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Chad, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. The same. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have books with me.
Weird flex, but okay.
You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it, anyway.
She likes erotic.
Books are so full of amazing things. People you want to fall in love with. Or people who... Okay, serious time.
She's being sad. We gotta be sad.
You know, I gotta handle this. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers, problem solvers, who discovered the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by my every day. You know? Nailed it. And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Chad.
God, Chad.
It's the opposite. I don't know anything.
Relatable.
Say.
I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. Oh God! All these feelings.
Oh, I skipped it.
And all I can do with them is read and write. But I'm too stupid to read. It wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No. That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. And I know I'm a difficult person, Chad. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time,
You're just supposed to be reading her poem.
you've always
Yeah.
just like anyone else.
We were talking about his
Those
poem,
are
and she's
your
like,
videos.
"That's a good poem. You know what?
Yeah.
My life sucks."
And she's like, I don't sit with anyone at lunch. Do you know that?
Going off! It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say that I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. Yeah, like in Steven Universe.
Oh, the sparkles in your eyes.
Yes! We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah. I do. Marry me. Let me get it for you.
Alright.
Oh god, her handwriting.
Here, I can let me see if I can read it.
Okay.
Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickered. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. I am too late, sorry. He steps into the street light. I grasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Tune stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber.
Deep.
Snap.
Finishing the
That
poem.
was a good one. I like that one.
Finishing the poem, I hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't too hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one.
Yikes. She's like, oh,
Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual.
didn't
Sweaty.
expect him to have a brain.
Right.
Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint a faint
Sorry.
I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can. The poem is.
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri Jesus Christ. Am I having a stroke? What's happening?
It would be two, dude. It would just be two.
Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice.
Ooh.
I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
She wants to make Chatty feel good.
I want to make Chatty.
Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something.
Mommy Monica.
Mommy Monica.
But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away.
Say, only.
Say you, baby, yeah.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
Oop.
Probably Yuri.
I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though.
That's literally what you said. What do you mean it's not what you meant?
But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well,
With me?
Of course I am.
Good. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Chad.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Maybe
Alright.
watching you flirt with that bitch.
Right.
Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
Play.
Right.
If you insist.
Yay! You're not gonna read her poem? I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.